Saudi Arabia has confirmed that it will raise its oil production if Russia's output falls substantially. Following this announcement, oil prices immediately went up as risks of an oil supply glut eased. OPEC and its allies have agreed to boost output production by almost 200,000 barrels per day. However, amid growing fears of a possible energy crunch, such an increase is clearly not enough to calm the markets. In fact, this news has been seen as an additional factor driving a sustained rally in oil prices. And this means that the asset may well hit $420 per barrel amid consolidate above this level in the foreseeable future. From a technical point of view, Brent crude oil futures gained almost 5% to settle above the level of $117 per barrel. Judging by the recent price change, it can be assumed that the market has entered overbought territory on a short-term frames, and this can lead to a slowdown in the upward cycle followed by a rebound. The area of 118 and 118.50 can be seen as a resistance on the way of buyers. If the price consolidates above 118.50 on the 4-hour chart, Brent crude is expected to advance to the important level of $120. Gold also edged higher, topping the mark of $1,870 per troy ounce at a certain point. Its growth can be partly attributed to downbeat US macroeconomic statistics that led to a weaker US dollar. Jobs data points to a possible sharp deterioration in the labor market conditions, which in turn could result in a protracted economic downturn. In this case, demand for safe haven assets, especially for gold, may increase significantly. However, if the Labor Department's report proves to be true, those fears will dissipate and the yellow metal will most likely return to $1,850 per troy ounce. Despite pretty high volatility, the ruble has been standing still for a week. It's quite surprising since the macroeconomic calendar is full of important releases and events, but the Russian currency seems unresponsive. Obviously, this cannot go on for long, although it's impossible to predict the ruble's further direction. One can say for sure that its subsequent movement will be significant, steady and prolonged. And thus, the dollar-ruble pair has been drifting sideways for the third day in a row, and this accumulation process may well turn into local searching and trading activity. So, that's all for now. We continue to learn developments on financial markets. Subscribe to our channel and follow news with us. See you soon.